Okay, so welcome to Small Joys and Beyond. This is take 2 of me trying to record my intro. I am gonna insert what I first recorded. I think it starts with my face half down. I'm forgetting how big my head is. In today's vlog, I am gonna be transforming my Christmas wreath into a more spring wreath, I should say. If you watched my last vlog, we went to Hobby Lobby. I found some beautiful flowers that I'm gonna incorporate into this wreath. I'm gonna remove the Christmas aspects of it, so like the balls, the Christmas balls, and maybe some of the berries, and then we'll see how that turns out. So I've made myself a cup of coffee, and I'm finishing this toast that I got with the meal that I'll insert. And this is sourdough toast, you guys, with some strawberry jelly on it. And it's the best part of the meal. So good, so delicious. So, I mean, of course it's carbs. Why are carbs so delicious? And why? And why did I enjoy this toast more than omelet with bacon? So my omelet had bacon, cheese, grilled onions. It was so delicious. Carbs just tops it off. And you can see, of course, this guy wants some. He's already had breakfast, don't worry, you guys. And he had a little bit of my hash browns, so he's just being extra greedy. And when I first started off saying I was only gonna eat one piece of toast, this is the last piece of my second piece of toast. I wish carbs didn't make me so happy. Although I say that now, and then come 30 minutes later, you feel that slump, you know, and you're like, why? So I'm gonna start by removing these Christmas balls here. I actually have these scissors. These are probably my strongest scissors. And really, I'm not sure that they're strong enough to do this. So let's see. I really should have gotten some sort of shears. Oh, that one came off, I guess not too bad. Okay, so as you can see so far, I've gotten 3 of these balls off. They're coming off rather easy. This is what the wreath is looking like now. I feel like I really could just add some of the pink roses, which I'll show you here. Yeah, I almost poked myself in the eye. Some of the pink roses here into this, and that would really look like a Valentine's Day wreath. But because I really don't want to just make it for Valentine's Day, in the past I have done like a lot of decoration for Valentine's, but I just want it to be a wreath that I can leave up even through spring, and then maybe right when it's going to be close to summer, I'll probably just add maybe some more fun colors with it. I'm looking for decor that's more evergreen, that I don't have to like put up a whole bunch of decor for a holiday and then do like a complete overhaul after. I say that with the exception of Christmas, because Christmas is my jam. I'm always gonna go over the top for Christmas. I just love it. It's my favorite holiday. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so even these little berries, I feel like I might leave a couple of them. I feel like these here, these ribbons are very Christmas, so we're not doing that. But you really could leave it up and add some pink ones, you know, if you just want like a real jazzy Valentine's Day wreath. The options are endless, so. Even these pieces here, I feel like this looks really Christmas tree in here. So I am gonna cut those off, but I feel like you could reuse that come Christmas time. I'll probably stick that back in. And I feel like by just kind of doctoring up your Christmas wreath, instead of buying like, what are the wreaths now, like $40, $50, you can just buy a few flowers or touches, whatever you're using, acorns, whatever you're using for the season, and zhuzh it up that way. You don't need to necessarily buy a whole new wreath. Although I do like the branch type wreaths a lot, and I've been seeing some beautiful ones. So I'm kind of in the future for spring, maybe even come summer. I don't know, I may do something different. So I'm cutting off some of these berries here, which I think they're really pretty. And again, I'm gonna keep it all because I will throw it right back in this tree come Christmas, if that's the vibe that I'm going for. And then today, one of the things I want to do, I'm off from work. I'm off on Monday as well. Tomorrow for Martin Luther King. So happy Martin Luther King early. And something else that I want to do is I want to go not find it because it's everywhere, but I want to see a beautiful sunset today. So that's gonna be the highlight. That's gonna be my small joy. It's like, you could get so busy with life just doing the things, you know? And it's like, when is the last time you saw a beautiful sunset? And for me, it's been a while, you know? Those are the small joys that I really wanna focus on this year. And just being intentional with my time. But definitely it's a work in progress. Though I kind of want to leave, like, I'm like, this one, I'm kind of, no, we're going to just take it out. And then if I do want to add a little bit of that later, I will. So this is my last red bunch of berries. There's my wreath now. Nice and simple, and even like, I love this. It's kind of like cabin, you know? Like if you live in a cabin type home, like you don't even need to do all this, you know what I mean? Add some natural like brown elements. I feel like that would be beautiful as well. All right, so let me get my flowers. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get my flowers ready. I'm gonna kind of break these apart. I think I wanna save a few more to add to like a floral arrangement that I may use. Ooh, I think these are gonna be just gorgeous in here. If you've made like a wreath lately, or you're making a spring wreath, a winter wreath, or just a wreath that's kind of universal through the holidays, seasons, whatever, I would love to see it. So something I'm using that's gonna make this wreath very easy to put together is this floral wire that usually you can get from anywhere like Walmart, even Dollar Tree I've seen. I got some other wire similar to this just the other day because I forgot I had this big chunk of it. So this is what we're working with so far. Now I'm going through those flowers. We're gonna start to put those flowers in and change it up, you guys. Okay, so I started pulling off a couple of these flowers and I just wanted to show you guys. Yeah, look how easy these actually come off. Of course I said that, and then I'm just twisting them off. It's easier than me even using the scissors. Little twist off. Make it easier for me to get these into my wreath. Twist them. Twist them. Now I have these. I'm actually doing the same thing with these. Let's see if these twist off. I don't know. if they will stop it. It looks like they're coming off just as easy. Got this one a little stuck in the wreath already. Let's see. Ugh. So I guess that's what takes some time. I feel like this part takes the longest amount of time because we're just prepping our flowers to go in our wreath, right? Okay, so I'm doing the same thing with these ones here. I think I'll just try to break it off into these 3 bunches here. I've had some where they're like super hard to break apart, but these are, so far these flowers have all been good. And this is my last bunch that I have to separate. And then the fun part is putting it all together. And that does not take a whole lot of time. And then I'll show you what other flowers that I may use as well. Actually, I will use some of them. Like, I have about 3 or 4 of these little bits, which are super pretty. I have yellow ones that are like that. And then I have, what are the other roses called? Why can't I think of the name? I'll show you guys. I know a lot of you guys will know. Are these, I believe these are peonies that I want to put into there as well. I feel like really all of those flowers that I showed you will work nice. So let me show you the other flowers that I have from other years. Only thing I would say is this makes a mess. It really makes a mess. So here's some of the other flowers I'm going to be using, like those. I don't know the name of those, but super cute. Along with the yellow. Let me give you guys a quick shot. So here's my mess. This is what I got going on, you guys. And then these are all the flowers that I'm gonna use, except for these here. I need to separate actually these that I took off. I've already thrown away the balls. And then the rest of this stuff is gonna go into it. Okay, so let's see what we can do for this. I think I'm gonna have to angle this more in a way where you'll be able to see. Because now this is the fun part, you guys, and I'm super excited. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the bigger flowers here because that's just what makes the most sense to me. I'm gonna start putting these in the wreath and see where they work best. And remember, I have that floral wire to secure these. So I'm just gonna put them in there wherever I think now. How pretty. And then like some of these, I may take some of the leaves off. I don't feel like I need a lot of these leaves, but actually I'm gonna leave those kind of like spread out like that. And there's really like no wrong way to do it. That's what I like. It's just like whatever you think in your style. And then I can even use like branches that are already there to kind of hold it. I'm actually leaving a lot of these leaves in here because I feel like that's kind of going with the next season. I might as well say that to me, this is gonna be a wreath that I'm gonna put out now. And I think this wreath will work through spring. Actually, I think that would have been pretty at the top just because I like kind of how it has the wildflowers, but we can do that again up here. This is my top. And you just kind of bend them whichever way you want that you feel kind of works. I kind of like clusters because I feel like these flowers, I mean, they are, they're the same family, and I feel like they would look cute all together. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need some floral wire for that part of it. And I feel like I'll definitely have to tweak this as well, more so when I stand it up, because of course it'll be a different angle, and that's how you really want to get it. Now I'm going to start with this long piece, and I really like the brown. Again, in the future, I think I want to do a wreath with more brown stems. But I'm going to just slide this whole big thing through here and see how that works. And I'm kind of just looking at the natural way that the leaves are kind of turned and adding my new flowers in there. So cute. This I may have to secure more with the wire. Okay, so that's what we have so far. I feel like the wreath could work just like that. Like, is this the top? Okay, no, actually, I would say a tip is to be mindful of what the top is, because this is actually the top, and I kind of like it the way that it was turned before. So I need to pay attention to that, how you're put your flowers in a way that you want to see them hung up. I'm going in with these pretty purples. These are so tiny though. I think I need to get my wire ready. Because this is so tiny to try to secure. And because it's so tiny, I want to put it in a place where I know it can fit. And I'm just gonna twist. I don't know if you could see this over here, but I'm just twisting it, almost like tying it, you know, around this branch. But do be careful how much you tie into things if you're not gonna be, if you're gonna be reusing it and wanting it to stay later. So this long one here, I don't think it's in the place that I want, actually. I'm gonna probably have to take that out and move it, because I had my wreath turned a different way. I'm just sticking these in. I'm gonna slide this over. Some yellow. And I'll show you guys this in just a moment. You hear my dog? My dog's very spoiled, and I don't think he's happy that I'm spending so much time on this wreath and not on him. I got one side over here that kind of looks, the side that I'm adding more flowers to, I just kind of like how it looks really more wild, whereas this side looks a little bit more simple, because I feel like flowers grow different. Another long branch. Okay, maybe since I have this long one, I won't have to take the other long one out. Gari, Garbani, come here. He needs attention, you guys. Come here. Come here. It's okay. I know. Where's your toys? You have things to do. Go get your toys, okay? Definitely my most neediest child. And I got 3, guys. Okay guys, so I have finished the wreath. Last thing I did was secure it. How pretty is that? What do we think? I'm like just thinking back. I did make a wreath, but I believe, I'm not sure if I just did it as a reel or if it was in a vlog, but it didn't have these beautiful roses in there. This one is a little bit different, but I feel like they're similar, you know, but that's okay. How cute is that? I need to go get one of the wreath holders. I have a Christmas one out there right now, and if you enjoyed this type of content, don't forget to follow me, like this video, subscribe, ring that bell for a notification so you don't miss the next one. In the next video, I will be doing a Valentine's Day decorate with me on a budget. I didn't buy very many things for Valentine's Day this year, so I look forward to sharing that with you. Now, I really enjoyed making that wreath, but look at this sunset. This sunset is everything. So until next time, take care and don't forget to find joy in the small things. Bye-bye.